So the novel that I chose was The Scarlet Plague. It's written by Jack London in 1915, and it really kind of is a cautionary tale as to how fragile our society it really is, and just how quickly everything can go awry. I found that really fascinating that it was written in 1915, but what Jack London describes is really akin, albeit not as dramatic as what we're currently going through with COVID. So I think, especially in this time, it's really relevant and it's really amazing just how well the author um, imagined what could possibly happen and just how quickly our society can shift from being civilized and full of culture to literally everything being gone and us having to start from scratch. So the story centers around Professor John Howard Smith. He's a young college professor, not yet received his tenure at the University of Berkeley. Um, he's accounting or recounting, rather, the experiences that he's gone through and the overall story of how to his grandchildren of how they became um, or came to live in the world that they currently inhabit. Right. So um, it's like I said, very eye opening, very thought provoking. Um, it just literally over the course of about a week, the entire world had shifted, and John Howard Smith finds himself wondering the vastness of California with a with the idea that he's the only human left in existence, and so he speaks to his fears and he speaks to um, his search for identity and finding out who he is in this new world. And I thought that was all very, again, thought provoking, um, and also too how it speaks as a testament to how humans will always find a way to persevere. Um, Life finds a way, to quote Jurassic Park, and so it's just very interesting. It also speaks to um, in the society that we currently inhabit and how those that are relegated to demeaning tasks uh, would act if society restarted just like that, and um, money and knowledge were no longer um, the things that gained you notoriety, but rather going back to just being a brute or having strength or having no compassion now becomes the currency of the society and leaves you into power. And so it's very enlightening, very eye opening. I really enjoyed it. I found it very akin to Stephen King's The Stand, right? Maybe not as fleshed out, but um, and definitely not as much backstory, but still extremely fascinating. I feel maybe this is where Stephen King maybe even came up with the idea or the initial premise for The Stand. Um, or I guess it could be any plague ever, but it was really really it was a good read. It was a fun read, and I really really enjoyed it. So um, definitely take some time to read it for yourself or give it a listen because you will not be disappointed.